Timberland.
It's Timbo!
Timberland.
Timbaland.
Timbo the King.
The legend that is Timberland.
Timberland. Timbaland.
Timberland.
Superstar producer.
Timberland.
Timberland. Timberland.
He was overweight for most of his adult life and even into his teen life. His cortisol was high and spiked. That's obviously going to be due to stress. Testosterone was down, estrogen was a little high, not getting quality sleep, causing a cascade of issues. He was partying nonstop. He's been at the top of his game since he was in his 20s, putting him in a position to where he got away from all the party life, the lifestyle of a partier, and just getting away from the negative side of the business.
You know I do all that. I could just, can I say click?
You do whatever you want. I'll give you that.
I've been filming all goddamn week.
You know how to do it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Slate.
I'm gonna try to show you legendary Timberland in the house tonight.
My name is Timothy Timbaland Mosley, Mr. Mosley. Better known as super producer, super creator, super builder, entrepreneur, everything. All of the above.
With Tim, it was a big challenge. I'm taking someone who's really never trained in the ways I've been able to train and trying to figure out how we can mold him and put him in the right position to grow as an individual. I think in the beginning, especially with Tim, it's just finding out exactly what we're working with. I started him really early on, just on the ground, doing breath work and understanding diaphragmatic breathing and understanding postural, balance and being able to control their breath and also control where they're at in space and being able to be stable in their positioning. You can't shoot a cannon out of a canoe, so you had to be stable, right? And we were on the ground doing certain movements, breath work drills, mobility exercises for about a year. Build that base, build that foundation, right? We always talk about that. Tim talked about it too. It's like, it starts from the ground up.
You know what, I'm gonna be honest, I've been on this journey just myself, right? When you abuse your body, which I have tremendously, I have really abused my body. And I always, I thank God for just life. I always made a promise to myself, as long as I'm living on this earth, I have to take care of myself. I know I could be better than this. And it had me depressed, but I always been on this journey to find somebody that can understand and see my passion, not just going to the gym, just holding up some mitts or just going through the motions. I believe when I connected with Phil, he really dialed in and really paid attention to Tim, not Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole goal is I gotta feel like I feel here. It's a certain feeling I can't describe that he put into me. There's like, it's a euphoric feeling, but that was instilled from him. From all it don't gotta be thousands of weight. It just, your body weight, just my balance. He's got my balance to where I couldn't, we had to walk a tightrope. I'd be the first person to fall off. You know what I'm saying? But he's got me where I can't still walk it, but I can have probably 4 or 5 steps. Mm-hmm. So that's, body strength. And he has built that up to a certain point. Still got ways to go. My brain, he turned my signal on for my brain to understand my hip. I could never, for years, I couldn't feel that. Ankles were caved in. So many years of imperfection and collapsing and just bad everything. It's hard. It takes the same amount of time to get rid of it as you build it. It's a lifestyle. The point is, uncomfortable, comfortable. So now I'm comfortable with the uncomfortable. You know, that's how I started music. I had nothing. So my thing was we never had much. And I always heard like the birds chirp. But they would chirp in rhythm for me. So I always told myself, I always had these rhythms in my head. It's funny, people say, well, let's plug up your drum machine. I said, this is the first drum machine.
Yeah.
It started from like, and so I had to figure out how to get that through on tape. So I used to make it with spoons, cups, rakes, and buckets.
Yeah.
But then there's one time I could tell you, it was a moment where I went back to that, is when I did, is right before I did Sexy Back. I felt like I had to reinvent myself. But I went back to, what would you do if you had nothing? If you couldn't afford this equipment, how would you make music? And I just remember, music is all around us, the trees blowing, nature and birds, because that's music all day. As soon as you walk outside, it's music. But the thing is I don't want to do nothing in life that I don't enjoy, that I don't feel. You know, people can do deals and different things and merge and partner. I have to do things that are about Timberland, so I feel great. So by, you know, Vivo making my feet feel a certain way and my body feel a certain way, it's just natural, man. I never felt like this great on my feet ever in life. I couldn't probably walk without, you know, some kind of whatever I thought was true comfort. Probably wasn't comfort because it was underlining my hip. It was making my hip out of whack. So this getting used to my feet has put everything in perspective.
Holla, holla. People sing around.